James D'Amato, and once again we have returned to the Dungeon Dome. This week we are doing a cage match. Originally we had planned a treasure match, but two of our competitors, Mike Migdal and Aram Varshan, were not able to make it. So instead, their teammates, Steven Kropa and Pat O'Rourke, are going to be doing a cage match instead. Let's take a quick moment to introduce everybody. First up is Pat O'Rourke.
Hey guys!
Hey Pat, normally you're the guy running our ones and twos.
Yeah, you hear me as a disembodied voice.
Yeah.
But today you get to see my hat.
You're finally back in as Gary.
Finally!
This is Gary's first appearance in season one.
Season one.
Season one.
Yeah.
That was a
is.
pilot episode.
Pilot
before.
episode, he showed up. But he's back and ready for blood. Cat blood.
Do you have any plugs that you want to do at the top of the show, Pat?
Check out Pat Trek. Everybody on here probably already knows these shenanigans, but check out Pat Trek. It's a show where I try to get Patrick Winiger, my friend, to like Star Trek The Next Generation as much as I do, and the Dungeon Rats. It's an interactive dungeon crawl that my friends and I do. You can submit encounters, plot twists, magic items, anything else at dungeonrats.com.
Awesome. All right, and next up is a voice that is deep and sonorous, and that's Steven Kropa.
Hi!
Yeah! That's what I build.
That hurt so much. I could not do
I
that.
don't know.
I could not return.
That's a bad bit. That's a hard bit to do. Steven, how are you doing?
I am fine. I'm downloading Google Docs right now.
Good. I'm glad we're on the Wi-Fi.
Uh-huh.
What do you have any plugs that you would like to drop for people?
No, just keep it coming to @Cropacabana on
I mean,
Twitter. I'm going to be posting some things there soon. I'm excited about, but I'm playing them close to my chest right now.
Yes.
Chest.
My dungeon chest.
Watch Copacabana for cool news coming, maybe. All right, and finally on our ones and twos, we got Allie Grauer.
Hi, everybody.
So if there are any problems or anything, let Allie know, and we will all panic together. But with that, let's explain the cage match. Can we pull up, not the close-up cam, but the close-up shot on the tower here. So this is our arena for this week. It is the cage match setup. Opponents are going to be put in this smaller area, so there's not going to be a lot of room to move around and hide from each other. Oh, Allie, one more thing. Are we recording?
I just thought of that. I opened Audacity.
Audacity is not the one that we're going to be recording on.
You can just hit record within OBS.
Yeah.
Hit record. Shout out to
recording?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yes. Excellent. Okay, cool. So we're recording.
That's his company.
JGL
Keep 'em
always,
coming. Keep 'em coming.
as always, is welcome in any capacity. Let's get to the overhead shot. So, as you can see, the arena is much smaller than it would normally be. There are a bunch of different levels to it, but essentially, we have treasure chests scattered throughout the arena. 3 of these treasure chests contain keys that will help get them to a safe exit. 3 of these treasure chests are mimics. The arena also has a much higher trap density than it normally does. In addition to all the regular traps, you can see skeletons here at the top of these towers. There are certain squares that if either of our opponents step on them, it will bring the skeletons to life and they will attack the nearest player. But other than that, this is a 10-round match. If they are not able to at least get the 3 keys to escape within 10 rounds, both lose. That means that you probably want to keep your opponent alive a little bit longer than normal because it gives you more chances to open chests and get keys. You have to watch out for the mimics, though. They will try and grapple you to prevent you from making any other additional progress. And there actually may come a time where you have to aid your opponent in order to get more chests open. Once all 3 keys have been revealed, someone needs to have all 3 and take them to this area here, this sort of like lower divot. This is the door to the cage, and that will open the bars and end the match. If both people manage to survive and escape, that is going to be a minor victory. If only one of you manages to survive or escape, let's cut back to the long. If only one of you manages to survive or escape, then that person will be granted a special prize.
Ooh.
And that prize will be something decided upon by one of our box seat sponsors. I'm going to randomly select which one gets to bestow it. So the stakes are pretty high here. You want to make sure all 3 keys are uncovered so that you can get out. You need all 3 keys to open the door. So you either want to kill your opponent or strike a deal with your opponent to get that door open. And then you just need to step out before round 10. Yeah, that is the basic rule setup for this. We are going to do our introductions now. Can I get initiative rolls from you guys?
Pat has the largest D20
Pat is compensating
I've
for
ever
something.
seen.
Gary is small, but his dice are big.
7.
7.
15.
I'm trying to pull up this thing.
All right.
Hey, Allie, I screwed up. Can you grab my... I grabbed the wrong cantrips. Like, I put them into 2 piles, the
Why
ones
is
I
it
wanted and
blocking?
the ones
Why
I
is
didn't
it
want, and
not
I
showing me?
grabbed the ones I didn't want.
Like
That's
it'll-
weird.
They
Like,
should be
I'll
sitting
have-
on the table, a stack of...
Spray and thorn.
and,
What
like,
the
Yeah,
shit
that's it.
is have you tried closing and restarting the app?
No.
Yes, thank you.
I would
will
do
do
that.
that.
I don't know what's going on there. Otherwise, I'll just have to hand you over my phone. Before we get going, I want to remind the stream the cost of different things that they can purchase in bits. Twitch is currently, I believe, still running their charity drive. So if you submit bits with hashtag charity, it will go towards the Extra Life charity. The first thing you can do at any point during the match, if you submit 100 bits to the stream, you can confer inspiration on the fighter of your choice. For 500 bits, you can summon a skeleton. That means I will drop a brand new skeleton into the arena to join the fight. If you spend 1,000 bits, you can force a critical. That means you can turn a roll that either succeeded or failed into a critical. And then finally, starting at 500 bits, you can re-roll 1 die. For 1,000 bits, you can make that die re-roll again, and for a 3rd time, you will need to spend 2,000 bits. So it gets pricier as it goes up, but those are things that you can actually interject into the match and affect what's happening. Both opponents have in front of them a menu of how they can spend their inspiration. Is it working for you now? Or?
It's like when I scroll through it does
Oh,
that.
it still doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, use my phone for that.
Okay.
They have a menu of things that they can spend their inspiration on in order to pump themselves up throughout the match. They will need inspiration to do that. So if you want to see special moves, you are the only thing that can make that happen. With that, Gary, you won initiative. What is your entrance like into the Dungeon Dome?
So, the entire dome goes black. Even the people who are sitting next to each other in the stands, they can't see each other. They're like reaching around like, Benny, are you there? You know, and he's like, yeah, Carl, I'm right over here.
I think like the moment goes on too long where some people start screaming because
yeah,
they
they're
think
nervous.
they're blind.
Yeah. Then a single spotlight forms right in the middle of the dome, and one vine. Whoop!
Whoop.
No!
Okay, I thought something else was coming
And
out.
one.
Foul.
What?
Party foul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you wanna fix that Migdal style?
God
error
damn it!
that
I
you
made fun of McDowell so hard for this. All right.
Yep,
We good?
we're good.
All right. One vine comes straight down the middle, and slowly, awkwardly slow, Gary inches his way down. Hello!
On the Megadome above the dome where they project close-up images of what's happening, you can see sweat beading down his face. Because normally when he does this, he's a spider, but he's
Right.
just Gary right
He's just
now,
Gary
right?
right now, covered in poison ivy, slowly inching his way down, cautiously making it to the bottom. He finally puts his feet into the dirt, and he points back up at the top of the dome, and slowly the vine ekes back up.
With that, you can place your miniature between any of these columns here for the starting area.
But they wake up when we're...
They wake up if you press the wrong square. If you step in the wrong place, and stepping back over that place will put them back.
Oh, great.
And there are 3 locations on this map that will do that.
Okay.
So, with that, we are ready to begin.
Really?
Begin Percival. Percival the Unwavering Centrist. I saved it. I saved it. I saved it.
Let's get going.
We're ready to begin.
My. So yeah, please. What is
Great.
Percival's introduction?
The lights get a nice blue hue. And then the same people are like, "Oh, my vision is going different now." And we hear this guitar riff coming from the back right corner. And then from the other corner it comes again. And then from the other corner, now it's like 3 guitars and then 4 guitars all playing the same guitar riff.
Now, who are these guitar players?
These are. It's all Percival. There's
It's
a
all
giant
Percival.
There's a giant albatross. The albatrosses are usually very big. This is from the Cliffs of Aramor. A giant albatross is flying, and they fly so quickly that it's perceived as playing from all 4 corners.
Okay.
And this giant albatross flies Percival in, playing his guitar in a circular motion, down, 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 as the riff goes to his spot.
Who's compensating now?
And then he lands and goes. I can go anywhere.
But between any of the columns.
Oh, okay. But that's not between columns.
That's not a between a column.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
I will go there.
The reason I have you going between the
Yes.
columns is because that's areas where I know there are no traps.
Great. And he lands there, and he gives one of these to the albatross, and it flies away. And the albatross is wearing a bandana.
Cool.
Excellent.
Aramor has all the advantages. So with that,
Aramor privilege. Sorry.
we enter the first round.
Oh, this one away.
And first up is Gary.
So, quick mechanics, technical question.
Yes.
The keys are going to be in the chest.
Yes.
Can a spider open a chest?
I think so.
Because it's sticky, right? They go-
Yeah.
What?
I think a spider should be able to open a chest.
I think a spider.
Have you seen a spider before?
Yeah, they go.
That's
Those are
what they
spider
do.
sounds if you made them loud because it's a giant spider. Okay. Well, I don't think he would change into one yet. Also, I know he hates Percival.
Specifically.
Specifically, very much. For what you did. You know what it is.
I don't.
But he's not dumb. So, okay. He gives Percival a very dirty side eye.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he checks this area for traps.
Okay. So leaning his head out, check for traps.
17 plus, what is it? Investigation?
Yep.
17.
Hey, Pat, can you hand me a piece of notebook paper there? Because I just realized we have 2 competitors and we have privileged information that will be attained through checking for traps.
Oh.
So,
How ominous.
I believe an X is going to mean that the area that you have pointed to is trapped, and an O is going to mean that it's all right.
Don't look, you cheater!
So, which area were you specifically looking at?
Right here. Is it like a 2x2 kind of space that I can
Yeah.
check? Yeah, so right there. Okay, and what symbol meant what?
Okay, so the X means that there is a trap. O means there are no traps.
Yeah.
Ooh, 100 to Percival.
Hot dog. Hot cat. Hashtag hot cat.
You should celebrate in character, is what I'd recommend.
Okay.
And so you're going to be starting off at 1 inspiration.
Okay.
All right. So he books it to this one.
Okay. What path is he taking?
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Yep.
Good. So, are you going to open the trap or the
Whoa!
chest?
Whoa!
Are you going to open the
Oh, boy.
chest?
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. I actually don't know which of those three I placed the trap in, so I need you to pick up that chest and open it to
no.
reveal the nougaty inside.
Ooh, is it chocolate?
Well, something like chocolate.
No, it's a trap!
It is a trap!
Damn it!
So that means you have reached out and placed your delicate druidic hand
Yeah,
on
I'm
top
not very strong.
of a mimic.
Fuck! I mean, darn!
So,
Oh, shit!
yeah,
Should have turned into a spider.
you go reach for the top of the chest. As you pull open the chest, instead of goodies and treasure inside, you find the warm, sticky mouth full of a slathering tongue and many sharp rows of teeth,
Ooh, it reminds me of Queen Felicia.
letting you know that this would indeed be a mimic. The first thing that you have to deal with is adhesive form. Mimic adheres to anything it touches. Huge or smaller creatures adhere to the mimic and is also grappled. You have the chance to make an escape check. That is,
What am I rolling?
yeah.
Is it Dex?
It is. It says escape check, which doesn't feel like
That's not a thing.
So I think it's got to be Dex.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
So loud.
I know, it's a little big. That also puts me at 22.
You managed to pull your hand off of it, just barely. It's covered in sticky mucus as the mimic leers forward at you. And we need to roll the mimic into our initiative order. All right. So with that, you've taken a move action, you've taken a free action to open the chest. What do you do now?
I take out my dagger. And I look over at Percival and I'm like, just in case you try anything. And I hold an action.
All right, you're holding an action. Okay. Next up is the mimic's turn.
Ah, crap.
I was literally just going to ask if you can attack the mimic.
Yeah, the
Oh, could I have attacked the mimic?
absolutely you could have.
It seems,
Gary
it
wouldn't
seems,
have. He
it
would've
seems
seen it.
advisable
Right.
that you should
It's a
attack the
monster.
mimic.
Oops.
The mimic
You're making all those
leans-
eye contacts with Percival. You're seeing a bunch of your possible deaths.
Uh-oh.
Or I have a dead eye.
The mimic looms forward and tries to take a bite out of you. Does a 15 hit your AC?
Oh, it does not.
So the mimic looms forward. I want you to describe how Gary manages to avoid getting bit. Because I think the last that we saw Gary, he was looking over at Percival, like in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So,
Well, he feels a drip of spit from the tongue come out, like, because I picture it like he's facing Percival, and then from behind him, the mimic like opens its mouth slowly, kind of Little Shop of Horrors style, and like sticks its tongue out, and he hears the sweat, and he hears the spit dripping onto the ground, and so he stiff arms the tongue, and then jumps onto the back, jumps up here, like he like flips up, like
okay, so you're like on top of the mimic
on top of the
now.
mimic. Still looking at Percival. He never broke eye contact.
All right. I do need you to roll another dexterity check.
Oh, God.
We had a lot of ways that we could have dealt with this.
But there's only one way Gary does it. 16.
16, well, he is still safe. So yeah, even riding on top of the mimic, I think it's all the oil from the poison ivy leaves. It's
Yes,
like helping,
yes.
helping you deal with all of this sticky mucus on the outside.
It doesn't like the way I taste. And neither will you.
I don't eat vermin.
It is Percival's turn.
Great. I need to look at where I am. I would like to check the area in front of me.
All right.
That square area. Ooh, yes. Oh.
And
That will
there
be a
you
good-
are. Well, you
Okay.
need
Oh,
to
yes, I
just
can
absorb
yes,
the
I
information.
absorb the information.
Yep.
Okay.
I've already forgotten mine.
Great. All right, for leaving the mimic to kill you, Gary, you are up to 1 inspiration.
Hey, thank you.
I cannot climb on the wall.
You can actually climb the wall. If you leave the arena at any time, that is an instant disqualification.
I'm not trying to leave it.
But if you can
I can
maneuver
I can Naruto
around it.
around?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to go up here and get as much as I can to here.
Well, you have that crazy tabaxi speed.
That's
so
true.
I need you to roll an athletics check
Okay.
or acrobatics, whichever you prefer.
I will decide.
And
Oof. Okay.
oh, wait a minute. No,
Yes.
you have a climb speed.
Yes.
Yeah, you just have a climb
Oh,
speed.
great.
So
Cool.
you
That's what
move
I
up the wall
thought.
for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You've still got a while to go.
Oh, great. Well, I
actually.
want to get up here then. However high I can get up there.
40, 45, and your climb speed is going to run out about here.
Okay.
So you would need to.
How far down here can I get?
Oh, let's see. 40, 45, 50,
Ah, and he's dead.
55, and
Gary wins.
60.
Great. I would like
So
to go there.
That is, yeah. And you still have an action left.
Great. I want to fire an arrow at the mimic.
All right. Protecting Gary.
Perhaps currying favor I am.
We'll see if you hit it.
So I will do that. With strongbow.
I like that you spoke like Yoda.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not the main character. All right, then I'm going to roll. Oh, I don't know if that'll hit.
What's
10?
10? 10 is not going
Yes.
to hit.
All right.
Hey, were you shooting at me?
So you knock an arrow. The platform that you are on is unstable, and you are bubbling over you're over a bubbling pit of acid.
Okay.
So that's distracted you somewhat as the platform beneath you rocks. You shoot your arrow. It whizzes past Gary, past the mimic, and into the stone wall on the side of them. But that was your turn. Now we come back to the top of the initiative order with Gary. Gary, what you gonna do?
I turn into a spider.
All right.
There's arrows and things biting at me. Ah, I'm more comfortable in this form.
So yeah, I think the transformation is like Animorph style, where like you can hear your bones liquefying and like there's splorching sounds as like arms come out of you. And like as a druid, you have the option of not having those sounds, but Gary just loves it.
Oh yeah,
It's his thing.
this is what makes me feel alive.
And you are a spider.
And I'm going to bite the mimic I'm on top of.
All right. Roll that attack.
Is Gary a poisonous spider?
He's a giant spider.
But does
Did
he
not
have
answer the
venom?
question.
No, he doesn't have poison. I read the official MM entry name.
It's Helob.
Shit.
That's what Gary is.
That is very loud. Maybe I should roll something
Yes.
else. 12.
12 is... Oh, 12 is going to do it, actually.
Yeah.
The bar for hitting these mimics is pretty low.
Well, I missed.
What did you roll?
10.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. 4 damage.
4 damage comes at this mimic. Describe your attack against it. What does it look like as a spider?
As I'm as I'm changing, I hop right into the attack. So I'm not even completely a spider yet. So my mouth is still Gary's mouth, and it just bites into the top of the mimic. It's like, nah, for Queen Felicia.
Alrighty. And we come to the mimic's turn. The mimic is going to strike back against Gary. I bet that a 22 will hit your AC.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Shit. Mimics do a lot of damage too, don't they?
not too much damage, actually. They have a ton of hit points, is what they have.
Oh, maybe I should change my strategy.
You take. Oh wait, maybe actually they do some damage. There's a significant amount of damage here. That is going to be 7 damage coming at Gary.
Ouch! I should have stayed a druid. Okay.
All right, and now we come to Percival. This
I
is
would-
round 2, by the way.
Great. I do check this area to see if I can perceive either of those as a mimic.
Ooh, check to perceive as a mimic. All right. Roll it.
So I will roll it. 9.
Wow, dude, you got super lucky because I rolled a 1 on this mimic stealth check.
Oh wow.
And you know that just one of them is drooling.
Great.
I will tell you either top or left, or top or right, which is
okay.
a mimic. So this is top, and this is right.
All right.
All right. Percival peers down the plank over the pit of lava that he's suspended over and looks at either chest, and he sees a telltale acidic bit of drool drip down from the mimic's jaws. He knows that its predatory instincts will not be triggered unless he touches it.
Oh, perfect. Great. I will move down the plank and go to the one that there.
All right, so you're opening this
yes,
one?
Yes.
All right, so
Please
open-
be a mimic.
let's
checked.
let's crack. And
Gary doesn't know.
I did say that he was looking. Yeah, that's true. Because Gary tried to check for traps too, and that is no trap. So that's not a mimic. And you get some treasure.
Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha!
So in addition to a golden key that is seated right above the treasure, pick one of these cards.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you to read the name on the card, the name of the person who submitted it, and the italics text. You can take any of the rules text in secret.
Okay, great. This is from Drew Gold. Mm-hmm. I'm reading the
So the name
this-
of the person's,
yes.
that's Drew Gold.
Drew Gold, thank you. And it is an amulet with a broom on it.
What's the
dude.
title
Oh,
of the
Sweeps Amulet.
item? Sweeps Amulet.
Sweeps Amulet.
All right.
Sweeps Week. Hashtag Sweeps Week.
So you've done a move action and a free action. You still have another action if you'd like.
Great. I would like to back away from here.
I wonder.
Can I get up here?
No,
No.
because you need to not move your crazy distance
Okay, I can't
twice
do
in a
that.
round.
Okay.
Though you could take a regular dash action.
I would like to take a regular dash
All right.
out of there.
The regular dash action, let's see, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, so your climb is
Yeah.
definitely going to be enough. So you were here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay, so while your climb speed would be enough for it, it looks like your moving forward and moving back is only going to get you like dangling on this top rope here.
Why not?
All right, so
Gary's kind of preoccupied.
we'll remember that Percival is on that top rope and
Yes.
that Percival has one golden key.
He's hanging like this, and he's like, "Ya boy!"
Oh boy. I miss my brother.
And next up is going to be Gary at the top of round 3.
So Gary, feeling like it's kind of hopeless with this mimic, is just gonna pop over to that next treasure right here and
Okay.
open it.
Can you move your figure, please?
Uh-oh. Poink.
All right. As you do that, you guys hear a click,
Things aren't looking good for Gary.
All of the skeletons in the arena activate.
Oh my gosh.
And they will go for their closest opponent. Okay, it looks like. And you can deactivate it if you guys find another activation tile. Let's see here. Okay, skeletons. Health has been set up. So you hear the skeletons activate, like they sort of shake off flaky bits of stone that were encasing them as they burst forth. They all have glowing green eyes. They look around the arena, and it is time for some skeleton names. I, of course, left those on sheets of paper that are not in front of me right now. So, I don't know if I had the foresight to put them in the folder, so I'm going to have to get up and look.
Can I find out what's in that treasure chest as you do?
Yes, open up that chest for the stream.
Okay, if it's another mimic, I'm going to say this game is against me.
Yes.
It's
yes.
a trap!
Is it really?
Oh, Gary.
Gary!
Gary, you've done it again. Imagine the
it's
crowd.
for besmirching the name of Queen Felicia.
She loves me!
She
yeah,
does
yeah,
not.
she
yes,
loves
in the way
me.
that she loves all creatures, but she loves you the least.
Ouch, dude.
Imagine the crowd is probably going wild at this point as the skeletons are getting their
Yeah.
bearings, and
My new strategy is to wake everything up and sick them on Percival.
that's a strategy.
That's my new one. Apparently. Wasn't intentional.
None of them are near me.
Gary,
Oh, God!
Gary, are you
This
still
is
a
going
spider?
horribly!
Are you still a spider, Gary?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I
Skeletons
cannot wait to
versus
bat you
spider.
around the floor.
This is going really bad for Gary.
Honestly, dude, I thought the one that you were opening wasn't the mimic, so I was like, well, at least he's not down there with two mimics. Oh, but he is. Okay.
And we play the law of averages.
Yeah, I know, it's like, ah, shit. We know where the keys
Mimics
are. I have to get at least one of them.
I mean, yeah, to be used to Percival, otherwise Percival holds
He's
all
just
the
gonna
keys.
walk out
Right.
the door. If he gets all three, I'm just murdering him and taking them.
This is the strategy part.
All right, so the first skeleton's name, this skeleton right over here with the red dot is, let me switch out these skeletons so that we
Guys.
know who is who.
Oh, good.
The red dot skeleton is Astrid Blaine. Astrid was a badass ranger of the first edition of the Dungeon Dome. Master of archery and dagger combat, cast out from her home due to her sexuality, she was a security guard for a group of bards until the power of the Dungeon Dome reeled her in. Sadly, she was torn apart and devoured by a clan of Sahagin in her final battle. Long live Astrid Blaine, fighter and lover until the end. That's submitted
Aw.
by Katie Yuki. And hey, as we found out in the last Dungeon Dome, sometimes people will randomly set off events that bring these skeletons back to life. So who knows what Astrid's fate is going to be. The blank skeleton here is Ninjar. Ninjar, a ninja lich who comically uses his soul jar as a weapon. Way to go, Ninjar. Then we have Prophilas, one member of the Mage Tower. Prophilas died of wounds from a series of magical experiments involving a wall of fire that went awry by Juice, Zor, Gunther, and Fess, leaving Prophilas as a skeletal form of himself. And that was submitted by Ronald Palmer.
I think my grandpa takes Prophilas.
I do want to point out that
Collapsed profile.
that Ninjar submitted Ninjar, which means that Ninjar is a real lich just in our world.
Oh, no!
Dungeon Dome.
Oh boy.
And finally, the last skeleton that awoke. So Prophilas is the one with a plus, and then the purple dot skeleton is Stetson von Timberwolf. A former lumber mill foreman, Stetson von Timberwolf, was the commissioner of his camp's Fantasy Dungeon Dome League. When a giant redwood fell and crushed Stetson, his crew decided to honor their fallen boss by donating his body to the Dungeon Dome.
Aw.
Stetson is ready to make his fellow loggers proud, wearing his camp's purple and green flannel jacket and loggers' caps. And that was sent in by Ryan Pothering. Thanks so much, Ryan. So, with that, we also have another mimic that Gary woke up.
Oh boy.
So, Gary,
Yeah.
I'm going to need another dexterity check to pull yourself free from the slurpy, mucus-covered skin.
11.
11 is
Oh
not
no,
going to
and
do
that's
it.
even lower because I'm not Gary. Yeah, 9.
You find your spidery legs stuck to this mimic as it growls at you. You are going to need to break a grapple hold to get free
On my next turn,
on your next turn.
so I can't do any movement.
Well, actually, no. You move, so you still have an action left.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could do that.
I'm gonna web it. I'm gonna shoot it with my web.
Yeah, just make this situation stickier.
But now it's gonna be sticky instead of me. Stickier. 15.
15. And what am I? Is it just its AC?
Yeah, it's a ranged attack plus 5 to hit.
15 will hit.
The target is restrained by webbing. As an action, the restrained target can make a DC 12 strength check to burst out of the webbing.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's stuck in there. It is vulnerable to fire damage.
Cool.
Immune to bludgeoning, poison, and psychic.
All right. So this mimic here is steadfast. Is stuck fast. The other mimic is not, and it sort of moves in. It bounces forward in its treasure chest body
Oh God!
to go
This is going so poorly.
bite and spider Gary.
An apt metaphor for your greed.
I just want a key.
22. 22 is definitely gonna hit.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
God, I'm sorry, Gary.
It's okay. I am a tank.
Yeah, you are a tank. Oh, at least they're rolling really low on their health. That's 6 damage coming out.
Ouch! Still alive, suckers.
The one, I guess, if it's webbed up, it can still bite at you, right?
The way I was picturing it, I don't know how this mimics. If it's
Restrained,
like
I'm betting, is probably a rule, right?
yeah, I bet it could still bite me. I would guess.
I think so
I'm
as
standing
well.
right next
I mean,
to it.
I will say, because you're a spider, you can probably crawl up here next round, and then neither of those mimics will be able to reach you because it's not like they've got climbing abilities. They're just mimics. But for the time being, yeah,
That one got me.
that's gonna hit. It rolled a 19.
Fudge, and then all these skeletons are coming.
Ooh, God. So that's gonna be 12 damage.
I'm still barely a spider. I'm a very sickly looking spider.
Crunch, crunch. This giant spider rears back and shoots its web forward, sticking one mimic fast to the ground. It lunges. Yeah, there we go.
Yay!
Giving one to Gary for
Thank
hashtag
you.
charity. And remember, use hashtag charity throughout this match because the Cheer for Kids program is donating that to Extra Life.
Yes.
The mimic lunges forward against its webs, barely allowing it to bite the creature in front of it. It grabs one of Gary's legs in its jaws and gnashes down, while the other mimic comes in from the side, grabbing another leg.
Those are my favorite legs.
Gary's horrible spider mouth screams. As the skeletons menacingly loom.
This is the end of Gary. He's worthless without his brother.
A skeleton hops down
Oh God.
and technically hops down onto a trap.
Yeah,
Oh.
dumb skeleton.
But I'm trying to decide if any of these.
Will affect said skeleton.
So because none of these traps will affect the skeleton, I'm going to say that this skeleton hopped down on a skeleton activation token.
Oh, great.
So immediately,
Oh, sweet!
all the skeletons.
Dummy.
So each skeleton, I guess, got one action. So this one, because it's got to go for Gary as well. So it's going to have run over here. This one is sort of equidistant, and Percival doesn't have many people after him.
And I'm also up here though.
Yeah, you're up the rope. So it's going to have spent its movement coming over here. This one is much closer and manages to get up on the platform. Is actually climbing up that rope after Percival.
Great. Now when it
But he's
when it
frozen.
when it shoots down, when it shuts down, does it stay clasped to the rope?
Yes.
Okay, great.
I think
Wonderful.
so.
Great.
I think like it is dangling there
Yeah.
on the rope. Percival, it is your turn.
Great. I would like to finish climbing,
Alrighty.
and then I would like to. Can I open that chest
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
cut the rope as well, or no?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Well, then I'd like to do that. I'd like
All
to
right.
cut the rope.
Cutting the rope first.
Yes.
Okay. I am just going to need a. Yeah, just roll an
I
attack.
hope that rope's a mimic.
You don't need to roll the d20. Just roll the damage for an attack.
Oh, okay. Since I'm using.
You're in such a good mood.
Yeah, it was great. I'm having a lot of fun.
This is the first match where, hey, it started to go very badly for Team Rockslide at first instead of the Compass Cats.
7.
7, yeah, with that chink.
Yes. I use rough tongue.
The rope falls, and this thing, God, it falls like 40 feet. So that's
bad news.
4d6 of damage for it. Though it rolls really low on this damage. So that is 12 damage coming at that skeleton. At the bottom of this great distance, yeah, the skeleton is not dead, but it is almost dead.
Okay.
I know what that feels like. Oh, cool. Restrained, disadvantage on attacks, and you have advantage when you attack a restrained creature.
Oh, okay, cool.
Great.
So we come to.
Oh, and then I want to open the chest.
Oh yeah, open this
Yes.
chest, and let's see if it's a mimic.
It won't be. I don't know how to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's something that.
Yep.
Clear.
Not a trap.
Yep.
Not a trap. So that is no mimic.
This game is rigged, I say.
Yes.
You
Sure.
find a golden
Gary's
key
a Bernier.
along with.
Ooh.
God.
Ooh.
So read the name of the item,
The Rapier of Insultation
and who submitted it,
from Savannah and Matt.
and what does it look like?
A standard rapier with a small primate in a pirate's hat etched onto the hilt.
Alrighty. So that is using the stats for a rapier, which I believe is a d6 damage, but it also has whatever magical effect.
It's a pirate sword.
Alrighty.
Nice sword. Help.
So I'm here, peering over everything the light touches. And I have another key.
But not the acid pool, Percival. You must never go there. Okay, we are at the top of the 4th round. Gary, this isn't a great situation to be in.
I've been in worse. Man, maybe not.
Not that we've seen, certainly.
I think he knows he needs that third key.
Yeah, he absolutely does.
So he's going to just try to climb over this one and just pop that open.
Okay.
He wants his hands on the key.
Cool.
Or legs.
He's going to put it into his mouth.
Gross.
I'm not kidding. He grabs it and he's going to eat it.
So this one gets an attack of opportunity. I need you to. Are you on top of the mimic?
I'm a giant spider.
Okay.
I could jump over it. I'm going to jump over it.
Okay. All right. Roll your jump.
Let's see if that
I'm gonna say
happens.
you need a 15 at least in order to.
That's a 15.
All right. There we go.
Hey.
Yeah, 15.
So you jump. Where do you land?
Just past the mimic. I guess it'd be like right here.
Okay,
Which I
cool.
know is not a good place to land.
Yeah, the area you land activates the skeleton.
Yep, I know. But I need the key. I need to give him a reason to have to deal with me.
That's absolutely true.
Sure.
And I pop
And I will
open.
just stay up here and just
I mean, that's true.
That's
Got
true.
a bow.
Gary's got limited options.
You're flashing back now to your relationship with Jesse, though. Like, hey, it's the same. Whether they're an enemy or a friend, it's the same.
Oh my god!
But let's open this chest to make sure
If it's
that
a mimic, I quit.
If it's a mimic, I can't imagine that. If it doesn't,
No, it
okay,
shouldn't be.
nothing's a trap. It is not a mimic. Fortune favors the feline. Brother. And
hashtag good and plenty.
you also get an item.
Ooh. What do I just the top?
The top
Yep.
3 things.
Trash Panda Statuette.
Perfect. How
It's
apt.
from Turnan CP. It is a small, detailed statuette of a raccoon holding a sack of coins. There's a money symbol on the bag in its mouth. It appears to be made of molted stone, but the molding coincides with the fur patterns of an actual raccoon.
Ooh. Very cool. Thank you so much, Tiernan. And after
Oh, thank you so very much.
after that, it is the mimic's turn, and although you did avoid that attack of opportunity, I mean, it just needs to turn around and attack.
But that'd be really hard for a mimic.
This one is stuck fast. I think the mimic has to like
Hop around. It's like in Mario Kart when you get stuck in a corner.
Yes.
It rolls another 19. Guys, these mimics have been rolling really well. I love it.
Shit. Shit.
Three.
So that's gonna knock him out.
That's
of
12, yeah.
that knocks him out of mimic form.
Or
12.
Yeah.
Hey now.
Ah, fish sticks.
Do you have any resistances to acid as a spider? This is an important question.
No.
No.
Hmm?
So this mimic chomps into your spidery butt as you are like
Thorax,
"Ooh,
please."
Look at this golden key. Ooh, look at this weird trash panda pouch. This is great. Ow! And you can as you can see, like its weird salivatory glands just like spewing acid over your body as you're forced to melt back into Gary.
Oh no! I just have a key in my mouth. Uh-oh.
So, and I believe damage rolls over.
It
from
does.
That. Yeah. So.
So then how do I? Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna do it on paper because that's easier.
Yeah.
So how much damage was it total?
So total it was 12.
Dude, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, mimics are stronger. Like, I when I saw them, I'm like, oh, they just have a 1d8 attack. I didn't see that it's plus 1d8 acid damage, which makes it a little bit more severe than that.
Okay,
But yeah,
cool.
With that, that was their turn. It is now Percival's turn.
The skeletons have moved as well?
Skeletons actually go after you. I
okay.
got a little excited.
Gotcha.
before.
Okay, so I see Gary get the key. I turn to the crowd and I go either thumbs up or thumbs down. And I need at least 3 people, whatever first one gets 3, just tell me pause up or pause down for how I'm going to play the rest of this. And it starts now.
So does he forgive the slights that Gary has dealt the Compass Cats in the past, or
That's the same Gary.
Yep, that's not pause up.
Oh damn it!
one,
One,
pause up,
two,
pause
pause
up,
up,
Yeah!
Okay.
Pity me! I'm dying.
All right.
It's a forgiving crowd today.
Yes, Percival is unwavering in his. He is lawful. He is good, as much as a vampire cat person can be. He takes from his quiver and shoots at. Is one of them still webbed up? Or no, there's only one.
So this one's webbed up. This one is very much still alive.
Okay.
And these skeletons are still alive. One strategy note that I'll give to everybody is that the mimics are much stronger than skeletons. So you have a chance of killing a skeleton probably.
Sure.
Mimic is just brutal.
I'm going to shoot the mimic that's attacking Gary right now. So
All right.
pulling from my quiver, I pull back, and with my dead eye, let loose an arrow. Ooh, nat 20.
Nat 20!
Yeah!
Nat 20! Nat 20. Horn, horn, horn. Horn, horn, horn.
It's not that cool, but thank you.
All right, so that means I get to read one of these
Oh, great.
critical hits. This one was sent in by Kim Detro, and it is convenient self-destruct button. Every good innator is constructed by a scrupulous evil scientist bound to have a hidden failsafe, and your enemies are no exception. You managed to hit the equivalent of your target's big red do not push button.
Great.
Describe their doom.
Oh!
I would like to.
So yeah, I kind of feel like you just take down this
Take it out. Great.
this mimic. Yeah.
I shoot it, and there's a spot between, as any chest would know, the two hinges. You chests out there know this.
You chests
What-
watching
what just
at
a,
home.
to just a chest plain to you. There's a spot right between the two hinges. I deftly hit that, and as the maw of the mimic opens, it inverts itself, going all the way around and blinking out of existence.
Whoa! Yeah, actually, I think what drops is like there's a small pile of like tongue and teeth
Yeah.
that remains. But other than that horrible blorpy pile,
Yes.
it is completely gone. You do have a movement action left if you would like to use it.
Oh. No, not yet.
Okay. So these skeletons.
I do. Can I say something?
Yes, absolutely.
Gary, remember this next time we meet. For I have been merciful, the unwavering.
Boo, but thank you.
The crowd cheers.
I will remember. Next time I'm with Queen Felicia, I'll tell her all about
Oh! I have a number in my head, and if you hit that, I'm not playing nice anymore.
Sounds like a challenge.
So the next to go is the skeleton Astrid Blaine. Astrid tries to scramble up the side of this tower to no avail. Then we are going to do Prophilas. Prophilas does manage to climb his broken bones up the top of this tower. And he runs, let's see, so that was 20, 25, 30. So he's gone down onto this plank here. It is now, let's see, this one is going to crawl up onto this tower. He just barely manages to scramble up, and that one was Ninjar. And then finally, Stetson von Timberwolf is going to approach Gary and attack. That rolls a 16 on that one.
Which, if he's got any bonuses, it's gonna hit.
Yeah, plus 4 to hit, so that's
Yeah,
20.
Definitely gets me.
But significantly weaker. I said significantly weaker as the skeleton rolls max damage. 8 damage coming
boy,
at
oh boy.
Gary. How's Gary looking?
Hurt.
So we
Half
see,
of his body plus a little bit more is real bad.
we see a wheezing, shivering Gary covered in acid from the mimic, with like, because it shrunk down, a tiny little bite mark on his bum. Just sitting there, as a skeleton with green glowing eyes runs up behind him, draws a short sword, and swings it down across his back.
there's a splash of purple blood, purple-green blood that explodes from him. Gary is not looking good, but that was the skeleton's turn. It's going to bring us back to the top of the initiative order into round 5.
All right.
We're halfway through this match, ladies and gentlemen. We're halfway through this match, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like our normal commentator, Gary, is in trouble.
I'm too used to the booth, Kazoodle.
He's been savaged by mimics and skeletons. Meanwhile, Percival the Unwavering has the perfect view of the match and is just taking pot shots at his enemies, waiting for the right minute to collect that last golden key and make his way out of the arena.
So, Gary, it is your turn. What are you going to do? You can transform again, right?
Yes. Which must happen or Gary is dead. Okay, so first he's going to cast Thunder Wave and just blow everything that's by him away.
Cool.
So from his center emerges this loud boom! And I think you actually need to make a dexterity.
So, saving throw for all these things?
Well, it's only 15 feet cubed.
Well, it's going to get
yeah, two
all of these guys.
Yeah.
right?
Oh, wow.
Yep, so. Okay, that was not a great roll for the Mimic, and it has disadvantage. So yeah, the Mimic will fail. Skeleton 1, let's see, Dexterity's 2, 16, and Skeleton 2 is going to just get 5.
I think the 16 is going to succeed. Yeah, the 16 succeeds, so it's half damage. The others are going to get full damage.
Okay.
Oh.
I rolled 2 ones. Oh, Gary! Oh my God!
So the Mimic takes
1 damage. No, the Mimic takes 2.
2. Oh my God.
That's
That's
my
8.
most powerful move.
Oh, Gary, no.
Percival sees you like make hand motions, and then just like watch a little like static electricity come.
It's Thunder Wave. It just it just comes out and
God.
like
lightly rocks.
This is bad. But
Yes.
Gary is not out. You hear from deep within his stomach. Ribbit.
What?
Ribbit. And he turns into a giant toad.
Man, I have a giant toad figure. Why didn't you tell me you could turn into a toad?
I didn't think about it. I didn't think it'd be relevant until now because I'm going to jump the fuck out of here.
Allie, there's a big wooden box over there. Can you grab it for us? Describe this toad transformation. I want some gory details.
So he's
Hashtag
like
toad time.
he's like hunched over because he's been so beat up and beat down. But you can see from his spinal cord, instead of it being him hunched, it starts to change shape, and it's like actually hunched, like his body becomes like a brick in the center, and then his legs get really long around him, and his feet like expand, and you just hear this like, and these are all these warts forming down his back. He's an especially ugly toad.
Someone said, "I bet the toad is horny."
Oh yeah, for Queen Felicia.
Oh
Wink.
God! Uh-oh.
Yeah, look at how ugly he is.
Yeah, I'll do a close-up cam on him. Somebody
Gave Gary 94
Yeah.
bits, which is not enough to give him inspiration. So if somebody wants to throw 4 bits Gary's way, he can get another
98
inspiration.
is all you need.
I thought 94. Oh, six more bits. Math is hard. Let's cut to the
Oh, am I on it?
yeah. Let's cut to the close-up cam really quick, Allie. Let's just see this.
Oh, there's Molly.
Look at that
That's still
beautiful creature.
98 though. It's still not enough.
Wow.
Yeah. So we need 2 more bits on top of that to give Gary that.
So I need to
inspiration.
use these.
Oh, all right, Molly.
we
Thank
go.
you.
Thank you, Moeller.
So now what I want to do is jump out of here. Can I get to this?
Yes, though I will say this jump is going to be DC probably 15. If you fail, you will land on the Mimic, and that will activate it.
Oh,
God.
right now, here we go. Oh.
I've already done my attack, so I can't attack. So all I can do is run. What if I jump this way?
Yeah, I mean, you could get on one of these. I'm going to say because you can see where it is, there's like less danger of stuff happening, so that's going to be DC 12.
All right. I'm going to jump and try to land right here.
All right.
Ribbit. Ah, I got it. 13.
Ah.
Finally, a success.
Does being a toad not give you a better jump?
No.
Like, they don't get athletics for
Well,
jumping?
toads aren't very. It's
I
frogs that
have
are
a
big
jump
jump.
bonus. I can jump further. And I have a standing jump, so I can jump 20 feet without a running start.
Okay.
So I can like suddenly jump like that, but my ability to like land it.
Yeah.
I think because you are jumping away, so the skeleton does get an attack of op. I am going to give it to him at disadvantage because I feel like jumping up is not what you would expect.
Also, seeing a toad transformation is pretty jarring.
Yeah, I think Heinrich sees like this horrible toad transformation, and or Stetson von Timberwolf rather, sees this toad transformation, and even though he doesn't have any sort of digestive organs anymore, he dry heaves. And that distracts him as the toad just sort of jumps overhead and slops down on top of one of the pillars. So with that, it is now, let's see, the Mimic was usually going in that spot, so the Mimic can't go. It is now Percival's turn.
Okay. Ooh.
Your opponent's not being overwhelmed anymore.
Right. But it can be. Whew.
And I don't know how much, you only have one inspiration.
I only have one inspiration right now. I have two very cool things. And
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
that's
two-
right, you've
And
got
I have
items.
two keys as well.
So you just need that third key that Gary has.
It's in my belly.
And Gary's not doing great.
Gary's not doing wonderful.
Right.
This is not a good day for Gary.
But I am a giant frog now who looks healthy. I'm a healthy frog, but I've kind of burned through a lot of things to get to this position.
I just imagine you as the worst cereal mascot ever. I'm a healthy frog. I sacrificed a lot to be this.
This is mostly oats.
The trail that took me here was dark and winding.
I'm going to. Oh, man. So many options. But there's really only one option. I'm going to move here, peer over. Gary, I'm going to shoot an arrow into you.
What?
Yep.
Why? Because
Because
I had sex with Queen Felicia?
there's that number. All right.
And inspiration, you can also give yourself advantage and re-roll if you
I'm
desire.
going to use my inspiration and reroll. So I will do that. Oh, that's great. 19.
Now, come on. Everybody hates Gary.
Roll your damage.
Great.
Tell me, kids, you need to get your fiber in.
Look what could happen to you if you don't. You can end up like me, a toad with no options.
And again, this was my best option.
Yeah, this is the best choice I could make at the time. And here we are.
5 damage.
5 damage.
Okay.
Splorp.
Yep.
Thunk.
Ouch.
So yeah, that was,
Ribbit.
that was your move and attack. These skeletons have no way of climbing up to get at Percival because he cut the rope. But this skeleton does have another option. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It slaps the chest, waking up the third mimic.
Great.
Um,
I want Gary as my Uber driver. I don't know why.
He'd be a good driver.
He'd be good so long as the car isn't full, because then you have to sit next to him, and he's covered in poison ivy. He is nude, but for the poison ivy.
Yes.
God.
A little disturbing. And he can barely see over that steering wheel, I believe.
Yeah, very small man.
let's see here. This skeleton, I'll have, let's see, what's actually the initiative order that I drew up for these skeletons? That actually became important. So first up is the ninja skeleton, this Ninjar. Ninjar is going to jump down and try and get Gary. Rolls a 3. So Ninjar, the ninja skeleton, overshoots and like, whee, plunk. Ninjar is going to take 6 damage. Not great for Ninjar.
Not a good.
Not a good showing for Ninjar. Next up is, looks like the red dot skeleton. It runs back over this position on the map and immediately shuts off all the skeletons.
Thank goodness.
And that is the end of the round. We enter round 6, and Gary's up.
All right, Percival. Here's a question you got to ask yourself. Can you kill me in 4 rounds? Right? 1, 2, 3. In 5 rounds. Do you think you've got enough strength to kill me in 5 rounds? Because that's what it's going to take, or we both lose.
Gary's down saying this bleeding with an arrow.
Well, no, see, my argument isn't who's going to kill who. The question is, can you kill me fast enough, or will you just end up losing anyway?
And I think through part of this offer, you vomit a little blood. And we see Percival like at the top of the tower sort of gleaming, unmarred and unhurt.
If I've proven anything, is I can take a lot of damage. Now, I may not hurt you, not today, but I can take a lot of damage. So let's just get out of here, yeah? Let's call it a day.
I'm going to pull up the Dungeon Dome schedule.
And I'm going to point out that the red dot skeleton that keeps triggering this trap is Astrid Blaine.
Astrid is just badass ranger in life.
I'll make another intelligence check for her.
Okay, so now I think that skeleton has figured it out and knows to avoid that area. But yeah. Are you seriously checking the Dungeon Dome schedule? You know the full thing is not up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
You will face Gary again.
will face
I can
Gary again?
guarantee you that.
Percival goes to the crowd again. And
All right.
for charity, hashtag charity, if we get something for that.
Oh yeah, okay.
I would like that. Let's
If you put a bit in for
you put in-
hashtag charity, like any amount of bits.
If the crowd is charitable, then Percival will be charitable.
Though you can also you can put hashtag kill Gary in there too
Yes,
with your
as well.
hashtag charity. If you would prefer to see blood fall on
Yes.
this day.
And if you're on my side, hashtag fuck the audience.
Hey!
1 bit for hashtag charity, beautiful.
Okay, there's one.
Let's see here. I also want to point out that today our friends over at MinionWorks are doing a roll for relief, and this is for Hurricane Harvey.
good.
They're doing a charity stream today, and we wanted to plug their stream really quick. So if you go to gofundme.com/roll4relief, that's ROLLFORRELIEF. You can support Roll for Relief in order to just pay for some recovery from Hurricane Harvey. There are a lot of hurricanes flying back and forth across America right now, and anything you can do would be really great. It does look like the crowd
Got
wants-
106.
Yeah, they want some mercy for Gary over here.
Then for the second time, Percival the Unwavering will become merciful.
Well, hop on down. Let's get out of here.
Oh, I would like you to lead the front.
Now, come on. Come on, buddy.
You go enter your key, and then I will enter twice.
All right, so those are his terms. The door is over here. All you have to do is put your key.
How do I know you're not going to shoot me in the back?
How do I know you're not going to hurt me when I come down? Lick me or something.
Like I did Queen Felicia?
Oh, we are really
Pushing our
pushing
luck here.
that luck, baby.
I can't help it. It's just part of me now.
Yes, thank you. It's Percival the Unwavering, not Percival the Gullible.
Okay, So Gary, we know where the spot is, right? So if I just hop down.
Yeah. You hopped on. It's over in like I think that was Percival's starting area. It was right to the back of the gate.
Blink. But he's facing Gary.
Okay.
Or he's facing Percival.
Okay.
All right. Are you going to take the bonus action to put that key in there? That will have the key off of your person, but in the door.
No.
Okay.
What I do is I take this trash panda statuette
Uh-huh.
out of my pocket.
Your toad pocket?
I burp it up. I go, and this little statuette falls onto the ground. I whisper, garbage, into its ear, and it scampers away.
Ooh, I'm going to
Okay.
read this. Oh my gosh.
Right?
Hell yeah. Wow! Holy cow!
You know what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, dude. All right. So I need you, Percival, to make a perception check.
Okay.
Gary's so dumb. I love him.
12.
12. All right. So you notice nothing.
Okay. I don't notice him throw something up and watch it scamper away.
So I think based on like this vantage of the tower, like there's just like a small area that's behind one of those columns that you
Okay.
don't see, and that's what's going on now. So you will, I think, have another chance to spot this thing
Okay.
as the round goes on. You did see that he did something, and frankly, it could either be have put the key in the door, or use an item of some sort. So that's the information that Percival has
Okay.
going into this round.
Okay. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Come on down!
Can
I'm
I?
just a little frog! Ribbit.
I have some information for that area over there. Can I shoot an arrow to trigger those skeletons to come alive again?
Yeah, absolutely you can.
Great. I want to do that.
All right.
You gonna bring skeletons back?
I'm going to bring the skeletons back, who are right next to you.
Thunk. With that,
Why? I went to the door like you said!
Yeah.
and
You double-crossed me!
A double cross of a double cross is just a cross.
You crossed me then!
yep, Coaster, 100 bits for inspiration, and you can give it to either Gary or Percival the Unwavering.
Which looks like I'm gonna have to burn all mine now.
Ooh.
Let's see here. All right. No, wait, that's not M2, that's M3. Okay.
This is some tense stuff, you guys.
I'm sure
So-
it's riveting.
You bring the skeletons back to life on your turn. The mimic that just woke up has to go. And it has to do, I think, one of the most difficult things for
a mimic to cross a bridge.
Yeah. Like, I don't.
Oh god.
There's a huge chance that this mimic is just going to end up in that acid beneath.
That's fine.
Let's see. Yeah, move speed is 15. 5, 10, 15. It bounces onto this very unstable platform. And I think I need to get an athletics check from this mimic. Rolls an 18.
Hey.
This mimic bounces like a champ.
Yes.
So
Oh god.
on the lower tower, the mimic hops to life, bouncing onto the unsteady platform that extends from the larger tower over a bubbling pit of acid. It leers hungrily at Gary as it steps onto the platform. And I think it's going to take a dash this round, because really it won't be able to do anything else. And for that, it's going to do another athletics check to try and bounce across the pit of acid beneath it in order
to. Oh! Nat 20 for the Mimic! We are also going to give another.
It does a
let's see.
backflip across.
You're right.
Yeah, because we rolled
also
20,
nowhere
and I really want to get more of these criticals
How are you
on
getting
screen.
down?
I can crawl down the side.
Um,
I am a cat person.
That's bullshit. Ugh.
and
Can't believe
I
you
don't
woke
think
those
any of
things
these are
up.
useless. So
I'm just covering my bases, man.
the Mimic, like, there's a slow motion as the Mimic does a little hop and jumps all the way down onto the edge of this acid pit, not falling backwards like it appears to be doing right now.
Fuck you.
Nice.
Though it'll be a while before it can move that way. So now it is time for the skeletons to activate. First up is going to be
I can
Astrid.
deactivate them anytime.
I'm just standing here like you said.
I don't know.
Astrid steps forward
Ah.
and she makes her attack. Rolling a 5, I don't believe a 9 is going to get through your AC.
Nope.
All right. Next up is going to be Stetson. Stetson steps forward over to Gary. Rolls a 19. Rolls an 18, excuse me.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. And once again, skeletons are weak, I say, hoping I'll roll another max damage. I did!
I hate this game.
It's 8 damage! It's 8 damage!
Damn it. This is gonna come down to the wire for Gary.
Yeah. I think Gary pulled off a pretty great move this round. So it is, let's see, that one went, Ninjar is going to hobble over. Ninjar rolls a 19.
Hey, baby.
He only does 6.
Now I'm looking like a beat up toad. I hate my life. Don't eat fiber. Who cares? We're all dead anyway.
And
Yeah, John Mimic is a good wrestling name.
let's see.
I think the shirt is available.
Of the Team Rock Sledge show?
No, the shirt that you.
Dungeon Dome.
Oh yeah, the Dungeon Dome shirt is available on our T Public store.
As is the Compass Cats t-shirt.
Yep, and the Team Rock Sledge
And
shirt.
says it's Team
And the Ladies
The
Disdain
Ladies Disdain
shirt.
one is my
And Ladies
second, would be
Disdain
my
shirt
second
just
choice.
came out. Prophilas, the final skeleton, is going to attempt the same jump that Mimic just made.
If this happens,
You're such a coward, Percival.
Rolls an 8 and immediately falls into the acid. That is going to be 2d6 worth of damage.
voila, Davis.
All right. It takes 8 acid damage.
Dang.
What, a skeleton covered in acid emerging from the pool would be pretty cool.
I mean, it hasn't died yet.
Yep.
So that brings us to the top of round 7. I need Percival to make another perception check.
Okay. 16.
16. Okay. So you see behind you, you feel something on your belt. You turn around and you see a small stone statue of a raccoon holding 2 golden keys in its hand. The keys are locked steadfast into its stone hands. And that's it.
Okay.
So, does that?
It could take 2 things.
Yeah,
that it said.
the item, yeah, it does say once per day you can whisper garbage into the ear of the statuette. This item transforms into a life-size stone raccoon. This raccoon is quick and stealthy and will attempt to steal items from nearby foes. If it is
Nearby.
I mean, here's
We're
the
in
thing.
a tiny little dome.
I think it's intended to move in 1 round, but I had it move in 2 because it was so
Okay.
far away.
Okay.
Thank you. Hashtag fuck the audience.
If it is detected, a DC 15 perception on what it's attempting to do, it will defensively revert to its statue form.
Okay.
So it's got its the keys in its stone fist.
But it's a statue now.
But it
Yeah.
is
So it's not
statue
coming back to me.
No.
It's a statue now. Defensively revert to its stone form. I don't think that means the task is interrupted. I think that means as long as Percival is looking at it, it will be stone. But should he turn away, it will not.
I have no cause to turn away.
All right, it's my turn. I have a question about the way inspiration works. It says I could burn an inspiration, or maybe two, to cast an additional spell.
Yes.
Can I cast a spell
think
as a
that's
toad using inspiration?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this would be a special move for you.
Yes.
So you need to come up with a name for this special move and describe what it's doing in order to cast these two spells.
Well, wait. It says cast a second spell this round.
Yep. So that's a special move. So special move, like you need to name that special move and tell us what it looks like.
Oh.
This is not just you do a mechanical thing. This is like you're a wrestler using a signature move. So you sort of take us through what that looks like.
Well, what? Okay. Okay, cool. So what I want to do, or what I'm gonna do, is I got a huge toad tongue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick out that tongue and wrap it around the first skeleton and bash the other two away. So I just clear the whole path out as I eat the first skeleton at the end.
Actually, I realized this skeleton here did die.
Oh.
It was the one that Percival cut the rope on earlier.
Oh, yes.
So that was the story of Prophilas, unfortunately. So you're hitting the skeletons.
So I'm gonna, yeah. Well, I wanna clear a path away so then I can, knock these two over. This one's dead, and then I'm gonna jump over there.
Okay.
That's my That's my whole plan.
Great. What spells are you using to do it?
Oh well, see, that's where I got confused. I mean, it's kind of like a thunder wave, effectively.
So you're casting Thunder Wave and you're combining it with.
Oh, well.
So there is.
Well, I have.
On that menu, there are ways to just move people instead of spending it to cast two spells.
Oh.
You could move.
Oh yeah, attack moves opponent 10 feet.
Yep.
Can I use 2 inspirations? Can I just move him into the acid?
Yeah, you absolutely can. I mean, how much does that cost moving?
Oh,
a pawn?
wait.
Is that only one?
Yeah,
you can
just
move
one.
everyone.
Can I move him 10 feet?
What? You can move everyone?
Can I just take him off the edge?
No. No.
Seems a little cheap.
Absolutely, you can. You are fully entitled to do that. He is going to be able to respond to that. But you can move him 10 feet.
Because I don't want him to look.
Its attack moves opponent 10 feet. It's not just move
So you will
me.
need to. You
You'd have to be able to
roll an
attack me.
attack against him.
Oh.
Of some variety.
But it would have to be something.
Yeah, it would have to be a ranged
Right.
attack.
You can't just like.
It's like I could just grab him off the tower.
Right, then I'll do that too, and I'll just move you out of there, and then you're automatically done.
You'll move me out the front door and I win.
No, you're outside the arena.
Okay. Okay.
So like you're doing a normal attack, but all those things on that menu can add to that attack.
Cool.
Like, you
So
can
I'm
add
gonna do
those elements.
swallow.
Cool.
I have to grapple first. Does grapple count as an action?
Grappling would be an action.
So that takes me 2 moves to do. Shit.
Well, you could.
That'd be
spend
my
3 of your
inspiration.
inspiration to make it a bonus action. Or I think it might be. Yeah, 3 inspiration can turn an attack into a bonus action.
But then I still only get rid of 1. Fuck. I think I can only get rid of 1. I think that's the fate.
Oh well.
Or you could take Thunder Wave, which hits multiple opponents, and you can add onto it, move an opponent 10 feet. You can spend each inspiration to move each of your opponents 10 feet. That would send everyone hurling back into the lava.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Great idea, Pat.
I can't wait till I get coached on how to do a move.
Well, you gotta have a bunch of inspiration.
I believe, Stephen, that was the entirety of the first match the Compass
was
Cats
me.
had.
I couldn't do anything. I was
So
tied
yeah,
up.
so
That
I
was
cast
for-
Thunder Wave.
was for
so
Mike.
I'm
Mike.
gonna use an inspiration to do that. Yeah, so I'm going to burn all 4 of my inspiration on this.
Okay.
To cast Thunderwave, so that's the second spell, and then move everybody an additional 10 feet so I can just blast all of the enemies into the water.
Okay,
Or into
roll
the
damage on
ocean.
that and describe what it looks like, because this is more than just a normal thunder wave. This is Gary using his signature move.
All right, so deep within this toad's belly, you hear a... He goes, Bud, why? Sir!
God, I hope this fails so hard. Oh my God.
That was great.
Oh wow.
5,
And so they are
6 damage.
6 damage. Okay, the other thing is they need to roll their
Dex, yeah.
dexterity.
But they all move at least 10.
Yeah, so let's see how this mimic does.
Thanks for all the inspiration.
The mimic rolls 19, so it gets pushed back, but it's going to take half damage from all this nonsense. Skeletons, wow, a 15 from the skeleton. What is your
13.
13. So yeah, one of the skeletons succeeds on that. 10. So that one fails. The red dot fails. Let's see, the purple one is dead, so that leaves Ninjar and... Okay, so all the skeletons fail.
Ooh.
Yeah!
How much damage is being done to them?
6.
6. Okay. 6 plus the 2d6 damage from the acid. So...
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right, so the skeletons are all dead.
Yeah!
Oh.
Big move for Gary, as all the skeletons crumble in the acid. However, this mimic is hardier than a skeleton would be. And he is taking 3 damage plus 6, so 11 damage to the mimic. So it's a palpable hit. It is not enough to kill the mimic, but it is like struggling to swim in a pool of acid. so the Budweiser flies forward.
God.
It knocks the skeletons back.
The skeletons fly across the map and strike into the mimic. Because it has a like sticky body, all of the skulls and like bones stick to the mimic, dropping it back into the acid. It screams like a horrible mimic scream as you can see the skeletons melting off of it as it struggles to keep its head above the acidy water around it. And that is Gary's attack. You've got a movement action left.
Yeah, so Gary wants to end up in a spot where he can't get shot. So it would have to be here.
Yeah.
Can I get there?
You can. It is going to be tricky. I'm going to say you're going to need at least a 14 to get there.
If I miss, am I in the acid?
If
Ooh.
I guess
Maybe I shouldn't have asked that.
Yes, you are.
I think actually you'd have to be because I don't see you don't really have a better vector. Like it's going to be really. It will be.
So what if I just do this? I'm going to hop here again.
Okay, do that.
14?
14 will do it.
So I'm there.
You should have taken that risk.
I know. Well, I didn't want to end up in the acid, but
Now you
I
are
still don't want to end up in the acid.
in firing range for Percival.
I'm on a pedestal. Come and get me. You got to look at me.
Nope, I'm gonna deal with this.
You're going to blind shoot me?
blind.
Yeah, I can't look away from my little raccoon, buddy.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
I know,
the
hey.
raccoon is behind you. So
Well, I'm looking at it, yes.
So the mimic is going to attempt an athletics check to get out of this acid pit.
This is a pretty athletic.
Dude, this mimic is kicking ass! Snip, snap, that's a 17. The mimic like hops out and like grows 2 beefy arms and like flexes and cries. But it will take more acid damage while it has done that. Okay, yeah, whew. It takes 11 acid damage. All right.
And that is the Mimic's turn. It's now Percival's turn.
Okay, what do I gotta do to get this? I got a stone. There's a stone raccoon in front of me.
There's a stone raccoon.
Can I just? Is it
You can pick up the raccoon.
right?
Yeah.
But can I can't take the keys out of the raccoons.
I mean,
what's?
I think it's like holding situation is like this.
Okay.
So it's like pretty close to its chest. Those keys are pretty far embedded in stone.
Okay. Can I break the statue?
Make me a.
Can I perceive if it's breakable?
I think you'd have to throw it all the way down to the ground.
I might throw it in the acid pit.
Make me an insight
Oh,
check.
that's smart.
Make you what?
An insight check.
Insight check. Oh, this is not even. Where's my 8?
I got nothing for you.
Okay. Oh, all right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick up that raccoon.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna look at Gary, and I'm gonna say, either we both get out of here, or I get out of here. And the deal, I'm gonna move over here with the raccoon.
Yep.
I drop this into the acid, or we both get out of here with a minor victory.
You double-crossed me once.
You double-crossed me
No,
twice.
that was just insurance. They're just
And
insurance.
I was my insurance.
Yeah, just come on down.
I need you to go do the key.
I'm not what?
You have to put the key in there.
No, I don't trust you.
Then I'm gonna drop this thing in the acid.
How does that help you? I don't
Then
understand.
either we both win or none of us do.
The crowd is going wild.
Yeah.
What a tense scene! Unbelievable! Percival the Unwavering still wanting to deal with this little shit. The two have double-crossed each other enough. Is this going to be what either sinks the match, making no reward for either of them, or getting the minor reward for both? Or maybe one of them betrays the other and gets the major reward. It's the Dungeon Dome, baby!
We don't know.
When you were holding that raccoon, did you look at me?
No, I'm looking at the raccoon shouting this. You're the only one I can talk to.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Gary!
Gary?
I'm set. I'm ready to go. Just bring the raccoon down.
I need you to put the key in the door. Because I can deftly make it down.
Is this what they call a New Zealand standoff?
Oh, God.
Oh.
Yeah, the classic New Zealand standoff, holding a
Oh,
stone
well,
raccoon
oh,
over
Duck, I
a pit of
misstuck.
acid.
I don't know what I said. I
Yeah,
didn't
see,
realize.
he said, I look at Gary.
Yeah, we don't have a stenographer here. Okay. Jesus.
I understand.
He's holding it in front of him.
Right, I'm holding it in front of me. I'm saying I look at Gary, but
Okay,
with my
so
words.
well, that's going to happen on your turn.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Hey, it's not my turn.
You need
I
a
know.
verbal agreement.
I need
No.
a verbal agreement.
I'll
I need
go
to
down
know.
there, but don't burn our turns. We've only got a few left.
What?
All right.
I'm saying we only got 10 rounds.
Yeah.
If you don't come down now,
No, I can make it down.
you're a very confident kitty.
Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
All right. So we enter round 8. Gary, you're up. What are you going to do?
Oh, there's still a mimic here. I guess he can't get to me in one turn, though, right?
Well, he's got a 15-foot move speed, so he absolutely can.
God damn it, Percival! There's still a mimic! Okay. All right. All right.
Thrilling.
I know.
Thrilling.
I know, I'm sorry. This is a hard choice.
It is a really hard choice.
I'm going to move right here. He blops the key out, and it's just sitting on top of his tongue.
Okay.
He extends the key so you can see it. Right here!
I know you have it.
I
It's not my turn.
want to put it in the thingy!
I understand exactly what you're saying, and
I don't want to die!
This mimic is going to move forward and use its newly found beefy arms to attack, which
No!
does less damage than the bite.
God damn it!
It only rolls a 9.
Ow!
So like it swings a beefy arm at Gary.
These are new arms. It doesn't know how to use it.
I think Gary inflates his neck pouch, and the punch just sort of bounces off harmlessly. And now, Percival, it is your turn.
Can I climb down to here?
I mean, you'd have to be climbing down the. Oh yeah, you've got climb speed.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Great.
Yep.
Okay.
That's easy.
God damn it!
There, I do that.
Come all the way
That's
down.
it. Nope, that's it.
Why are you waiting?
Huh?
Why are you waiting?
Is that what you're saying?
Why are you waiting?
Why am I waiting?
Yeah,
I don't trust you.
but I got the key right here.
Put it in the door.
Why does it need to be in the door?
Because then it's off your person, and then I know it's in the door. You can't get it back once it's in the door.
I can't.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Once it's in the door, like
Yeah.
you're opening it. That's one of the reasons for that mechanic.
Right.
Is to make betrayals like this possible.
Oh,
No.
that's what the dungeon dome said. Okay.
One of the classic elements of the door is that the keys lock in as soon as they're put in. So someone in a position of power can request trust from someone not in a position of power. It's a very, very difficult balancing act. Gary is in the mix of it right now. This is choices that make champions or chumps.
Gary, if this were my brother, I would understand your mistrust. But I am Percival the Unwavering, and my word is law in my head.
Gary reluctantly turns and puts the key in.
Great. Wonderful.
One of the keys is locked in the door.
Great.
So you've moved down. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
Can I do another move? with
yeah.
my-
Yeah, you've got your tabaxi speed.
Yes, I'd like to go the same path I took before on top of the.
All right. You have a bonus action left.
How do I put the keys in when they're
Bonus
on the
action. Yeah, you just,
on the but they're on the raccoon,
Oh, yeah, you got to get him out of the raccoon.
right?
You didn't solve that first.
He can look away.
Oh yeah, just look away and then I'll get the keys and I'll put them in.
I don't want to do that.
But you're right here. It's cool.
I don't know.
It's super cool. Come on, I'm right here.
I mean, technically, with your tabaxi speed, you still have a standard action left.
Okay.
So you could ready an attack if he decides to betray you as you look away from the raccoon.
Okay. I would like to. I will ready an attack. I will pull out the rapier of insultation that I will use if you attack, as I close my eyes to release the keys.
Oh, okay.
The raccoon statue springs to life. It holds the keys above its head. It wriggles out of Percival's grip. It flips him off with its little raccoon paw, and then it wanders over to Gary.
Hey, thank you, my little friend.
And it turns back into a bag.
Cool.
And that Percival has a readied action, and that is the end of round 8. We enter round 9, and first up is Gary.
So Gary changes from a toad into his normal
Gary.
form. And he casts Entangle on Percival the Unwavering.
I've readied an attack.
All right, Percival, you have an attack now.
Great.
We'll see if it kills me.
And we're going to need a concentration check from you.
Great.
And it's going to be against whatever damage is done from. Oh, no, it's like something plus. No, you just have disadvantage?
Entangle, grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting from a point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground area into difficult terrain. A creature in the area, when you cast a spell, must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained by entangling plants until the spell ends.
Yeah. So, like, I totally get that. He's had a readied action for a betrayal from you. So
I
he's
get an
going to
attack
attack
on
you
him.
first.
Yeah.
So this spell may fail based on this attack. So
Right.
let's roll.
I'm
this
using
attack.
the rapier. Oh, so I guess
Well,
I'll.
Because he's readied an action.
Right, no,
So-
I understand that. So do I roll? Could I roll like wisdom? Because would that be an armor class thing? See what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
this is he's still doing this attack against your AC.
Against my AC.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he could still miss.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
Okay. Great. So I will wait to use that if I hit, because I've readied one of my cool things.
He's ready to cool thing.
14.
Not gonna do it.
Okay.
All right. You do have that last bit of.
Oh, I'm gonna
inspiration,
use
it
my
looks like.
inspiration. Yep. Oh yeah, baby. 22.
22.
That's gonna do it.
Great.
Uh-oh.
And I'm using my rapier of insultation. So I am essentially the GM, but I think the chat would be fun. You get to decide my bonus, and it's 1, 2, or 3 as I insult you. So use that information as you will, and that's a bonus to the attack of hurting you.
Okay. So.
So I get a bonus of 1, 2, or 3 depending on what the chat says.
All right.
For this
For this insult.
insult.
Hit me with it. I can take it.
I love this item.
Yeah,
Who
it's
sent
very
this in
cool.
again?
This was sent in by Savannah and Matt.
Savannah and Matt, thank you so much. This is a really fun one.
Okay. I'm trying.
So far, I'm feeling good about myself.
This gross little goblin in front of you. How are you going to insult this?
Gary,
Yes.
for one so dirty, you don't smell as bad as you think you do.
What?
Yes.
Huh?
It's actually quite pleasant on my cat nose.
Gross. Cats are nasty.
Yes.
All right, so chat, rate that insult. I want to see one.
One.
Inward. Oh, more.
Two,
Come on.
three.
Oh, that's fine. It's still a bonus.
The rest of the chat, pop in. I know there are at least 20 of you out there. 1s, 2s, and 3s are how you going to rate that. And
In character.
you're rolling damage, right?
Yes, I
It's
get
a
to roll
rapier.
damage. Yep.
So 2s.
Ones.
Dope, 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 dope.
I believe 2s
Twos?
have it.
All right.
2s have it.
Great. Thank you for believing in the
Twos
world.
minus all the ones. So 1.
I mean, if it's all the 2s minus all the
Okay.
No, I don't want to do that game. That's also a really bad plan.
Yeah.
For damage for this, am I just going to use it as a sword then?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So, and it's still my turn.
Yeah.
If
So
I
yeah,
survive.
you're going to have to make a concentration check to make this
All right.
attack.
So that's plus. We're doing +2.
Plus 2 your
Plus
normal
my
bonuses.
normal bonus. Okay. So that is 8.
8 damage.
Ah!
Roll a concentration check. You have disadvantage.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Yeah,
6 or more.
baby.
I think you lose that spell.
That's okay. I didn't die,
You didn't die.
so with my last gasping breaths, I put the last 2 keys into the door and walk myself out.
And we both go out, right?
All right. Yeah, I think that's it.
Great.
Yeah. So on round 10, they walk their way out of the arena. And this match ends in a draw. Both opponents have succeeded.
Yes!
They survived, meaning they get a minor reward.
Hooray.
What is a minor reward? They get to keep one of the items unearthed in this match.
Ooh,
cool.
So let's have them decide that on camera. Steven, is there something that you want to hold on to?
I want to keep the rapier of insultation.
The rapier of insultation. And Pat, is there something that you want to hold on to?
I'll keep that raccoon.
Keeping the
That
raccoon.
was fun.
All right, so the trash panda statuette is
Yeah.
yours.
Good items.
I cannot think of a more appropriate Gary item.
Neither can
wanna
I.
Guys, the next match is going to be coming up on this Wednesday at 8 p.m. The same one-shot place. It's going to be at the same time that we normally do on Wednesdays. I am trying to pull up our events for it.
Does the mimic walk out?
So this is
Oh, that was very fun, Steven.
Yes.
Oh, man.
James, I believe it's Starlight Surprise versus Jesse
okay. Starlight Surprise versus Jesse.
this Wednesday.
We
Did that already happen?
There was one Starlight Surprise versus Jesse match. There were 2 this season. So that is going to depend entirely upon Aram's health. You will see Kat here on Wednesday. We'll see if you're going to see Aram here on Wednesday or if we're going to have to figure out something else for that match. With that said, we're playing on a Carolina Games table. Carolina Games Tables manufactures a lot of wonderful tables. Let's flash their logo up on the screen here. This is the Streamer Edition. This is a table designed specifically for the activity that we're doing here in the Dungeon Dome. That's the reason it's a trapezoid. However, there are a lot of traditional shapes for tables as well. They start at around $1,500, or actually I think $1,200, and go up to $2,000. So it is about the same price that I would expect to pay for a really nice dining room table. Cutting back to the long shot, One Shot is right now supporting the IGDN and their scholarship program to send designers to Metatopia. If you are a games designer or an aspiring game designer and you have something that you want to test out, you can submit to the IGDN scholarship to apply to be sent to Metatopia. They will pay for your travel. They will pay for your hotel stay. They will pay for your entry into the convention. It's a wonderful program. Metatopia, for those who don't know, is a playtesting convention. It is a convention where you can take your new ideas and test them out in front of a willing audience. They'll pair you up with not just people from the general public who love to play games. They'll pair you up with professional game designers, people like Ken Hite, Will Heinmarch, folks that we've had on the show, people who are so famous we haven't had them on the show, like Fred Hicks and Jason Morningstar are there. It is a great learning opportunity. He's the guy who developed Fiasco, Jason Morningstar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huge fan.
Really
Big
a
old fan.
wonderful opportunity. Right now, the IGDN is collecting donations through GoFundMe to fund this scholarship. And One Shot, until the 22nd of this month, is going to be matching all of the donations that come in, up to a $500 maximum because we also have to eat. So if you are interested in game design, apply for that scholarship. If you've got extra money, please contribute to that fund. One Shot is going to be matching those contributions up to the 22nd, so your money is going to count for double. With that said, thanks to everybody who brought inspiration this match. All of that aids charity. Thanks for #charity. Also, check out Max's Minions charity stream that's going on right this very moment. They're supporting Hurricane Harvey. Finally, with all of that out of the way, we'll see you next time, heroes.